Hey guys, Circa here, and welcome back to Expeditions Viking. Now, I thought I'd dedicate most of this episode to talking to our herdmen and learning more about them as individual people. So, Gunner here, I found him next to the training ground like I thought I would, watching all the youngins train and whatnot. So, I mean, this is the very first place I looked. I knew he would be here, just out of a hunch of what kind of person he is. They're not half bad. Give him another 5 years, and Edis' youngest may be raiding with his own ship. How did you become an Ulfhedin? It's a long story. It involves a young man with more heart in his chest than sense in his head. A long journey with little more to his name than the clothes on his back. It ended with a naked brawl in the snow outside a mountaintop temple. I emerged victorious. And that was all the proof my nephew brothers needed. Proof that I am favored by the Allfather. Tell me about your home. He listed alongside. He looks ill at ease with nostalgia. It's a beautiful place where the fjords cut deep gashes into the earth. There, a man is always surrounded by reminders of his own insignificance. He casts a look around him with dismay. Unlike your lands, where flat earth stretches to the unbroken horizon in every direction, here a man might be used to think he's worth something. Let me ask you about my other herdmen. I'm not generally known for my human insight, but if you want to know how I get along with anyone in particular, I'll give you my frank view on things. What do you think about Roskva, the little witch? She's a lifesaver. I mean, quite literally. She's patched me up more than once better than new. Good to have that sort around. What do you think about Nefya? That woman will one day drive a husband to the edge of madness, mark my words. But I like her. She fights like a wolf mother, cornered with her cubs. You and Katil getting along? He's a funny kid. It's a dangerous thing to be funny. Any thoughts on Elisafir? I spar with him on occasion. He might fare better if he learned to relinquish some control on the battlefield, but who am I to say how another man should fight? You and Eve get along? She looks at me like she's afraid I might eat her. And I might indeed, if she ever lets her guard down. Your feelings on working. I don't trust that monk, neither do I. The Christian language of his makes hair stand on the back of my neck. How can we know his prayers aren't curses upon our kind? He asks something else. That's it! Some quick thoughts from Gunner. Let's go to... Who would be out in these woods? I feel like something should be over here. Okay, let's talk to... Oh. Yeah, there they are. Oh, there's herbs all over the place here. I never even noticed. Hey, I'm glad you came by. It's good to be home again. Checking on Holda. We know how Holda's doing. Getting worse and worse. What sort of things do you learn as a witch apprentice? Well, what do you expect, I guess, about plants and such? Which ones heal and which kill? What do you do with them to make the most of them? Lots of things about spirits, not just the gods, stuff that everyone knows, the spirits before us on the earth, how to ask them for favors and how not to piss them off too badly. And rituals to speak to the creatures or the spirits, to talk to the gods and the stuff everyone is scared of, the curses of the soil, or the loins, the pox, and the ill fortune. You know, which things? What do you think about the rest of the crew? Like in general, or... Well, what do you think about Nefya, flaxen-haired warrior princess? I think we've read this before as well. What about Katil? He's fun. I think I scare him, though. I don't know. Maybe he thinks I bite. Acelafir isn't quite as resolved as he claims to be. He grumbles a lot under his breath at the decisions you make. I'd watch my back around him if I were you. What about Gunner? She grins and bites her lip. Have you seen the muscles on him? How far do you think he'd throw me if he picked you up? We should find out someday. I guess she has a crush on him then. Do you and Eve get along? She's pretty cute. Realizing what she said, Roskva blushes slightly and hides her smile with her hand. I probably shouldn't have said that. You want me to try to hook you two up? Question mark. She giggles awkwardly. Well, no, she's not interested. I have a sense for that sort of thing. What about Morkant? Stuck up, self-righteous, overconfident, overeager. She shrugs. He's alright. He would never admit it, but I think those prayers of his work the same way as my rituals. It works because we believe it does. Okay, let's talk to Morkant, who does not like this right now. is completely appalled. I want him to go. I feel like he doesn't like being with us, I don't think. And surely he doesn't, none of us want him here. At best, we think he's alright. And that's Roskva. She doesn't think ill of anyone, really, except maybe Islif. Dominus Vibiscum. How to become a monk. Yeah, I've been there. We've been there. I suppose I can share a few views. I'll try to be diplomatic about it. Nefia, strong-willed woman. That's for sure. I find it very difficult to quite understand her. It's clear that she is very driven, but could it all be the product of a subverted maternal instinct? Common ground. Until then, I'm perfectly content to study her from a distance. Katil is one of the more reasonable people in your herd. Actually, Katil likes Morkan. I've had several discussions with him. He shows an admirable curiosity and a certain openness of the mind. That is rare among your people. What do you feel about Aislif? He just insulted us. I'm pretty sure he just insulted us. He certainly possessed... Yeah, I'm done. I'm done. The first time we can get rid of him, I'm getting rid of him. Oh, also, we need to heal that very severe wound. 1 hour or so later. I am insulted. I'm almost positive he just insulted us. I'm not even almost. I am positive he just insulted us. Generalize my people. Not everyone's the same. It's quite a concept of racism. It is empty. Talk to Katil. See what he thinks of everybody. Katil, how you doing? Oh, hey Aramis. Perfect timing. I was just telling Sig about a giant we fought with 3 heads. Huntress laughs and shakes her head. Leave the poor thing out of your shenanigans. Pa, just like for a little sport is all. We'll ask him this because we asked the other 2 already. Yeah, a bit of an odd group, isn't it? Want my thoughts on anyone in particular? How about Nefia? I think she's really in her element over there. Maybe once she fills her entire spear with notches. Yes, we've asked him this. Roscoe is definitely going to poison me one day. Not because she has anything against me, but because, I don't know. Hell appears to her in a dream and demands a blood sacrifice. Katil twitches with a premonition, and his head swivels to look behind him. Gah. Oh, I felt like she was right behind me. Any thoughts on Elif? Yeah, you know, I'm glad to have him with us. We don't get along, of course, but he's not fundamentally a bad guy. Don't tell him I said that, obviously. What about Gunnar? I had a dream the other night where you and I snuck up on him and shaved him in his sleep, but it didn't work. I mean, he still had a beard when we were done. That's weird. Did you and Afe get along? No, she keeps beating me in archery contests. It's driving me half mad with jealousy. It's because you suck at your job. I'm sorry, Katil, but you put us in some very bad situations. Seriously, who had taught that girl to handle a bow, Hod? Oh, and make no mistake, the very second we attack Batavia, she will put one of those uncannily well-aimed arrows directly through my eye. Yeah, that kind of does worry me a little bit. What are your feelings on Morkant? I kind of like him. I'm probably the only one in the herd who does. The man holds a lot of knowledge underneath that silly haircut. Yeah, I knew you liked him. Yeah, there we go. Excuse me. I had to drink a drink of water. I must have done it too hastily. I'm gonna start using these people's vocabulary. And not even mean to. Okay, where is theirs? There it is. I've never used the word hastily. Ever. I keep playing this game. Fast is no longer going to exist in my vocabulary. Nefia. It's weird to be home again. I'll just skip through this in case you guys have not read this yet. Or, we've done this before, but if you guys don't remember, there you go. I'm not reading it again. Do you have any thoughts on your fellow herdman? But sure, who do you want to talk about? Well, how's Katil holding up? He's changed since we went abroad. Have you noticed? I'm not sure I like the change. He seems a little more grown up now. Doesn't crack so many dumb jokes. Kinda worries me, to be honest. I just want our old wisecracking village idiot back. Any thoughts on Aislif? Yeah, I got a few thoughts. I keep them to myself, though. I don't want to start a fight, you know? He's an asshole. Always has been, always will, but at least he's on our side now. Why does nobody like Aislif? I think he's a really... he's a pretty good guy, in my opinion. Alright, since you asked, here's an observation. It may seem like Gunnar's best asset is that bulging torso and his giant axe, right? But no. It's the beard. I'm not saying it's the source of his strength, though. I wouldn't bet against it. But when you see that beard coming at you in the heat of battle, you get out of the way. What do you think about Ruskva? She's a kind girl for all her cynicism. She cares more about others than she lets on. It must have been torture to live with Holder for those last few years. Once her mind began to slip, I'm glad you allowed her to join. She deserves better. What about Eif? I'd watch my back around that girl if I were you. For a princess or whatever, she has no concept of honor. If you decide to act against Constantin, she won't hesitate to betray us. I hope that doesn't happen. What are your feelings on Morkant? We should have simply taken that man as a thrall. Our kinsmen fight the Christians south of Reeb, and yet you accepted one into your herd. I know. It was a mistake. I thought he'd give us some sway, but then I kind of disliked his teachings. So I'm guessing Edis is dead? Are we never going to see Edis again? I fear for that woman's children. I really do. Okay, now what? Where's everybody else at? Wish we could ask, hey, what do you think about me? Enough about everybody else. What do you think about your Thane? Your leader? Okay, let's talk to Aislif. It's always good to see my family again, but I must admit our travels have spoiled me. Skirin seems very small and quaint now that I know what is waiting for us across the sea. How's your family doing? They're beginning to fare much better. The wealth we have brought back from Britannia has improved the situation throughout your domain, even in the outlying homesteads. My father is no longer a young man, of course. I know his opinion is that I should stay here and help with the farm, but now he sees the results of our travels, his complaints have grown less vehement. Let me ask you about the rest of the herd. I will strive to give you an honest account of things. Who do you have in mind, nephew? She's become a strong shield maiden, and we still disagree on many things, and old resentments linger between us, but there is no doubt she is fiercely loyal and determined to serve you well. What about Katil? Katil and I don't get along. His sense of humor and his lack of restraint and when to use it vexes me greatly. I recognize his value to the herd, but if Sigrid had been willing to come in his place, I would have considered that a great trade. What about Gunnar? The sylph crosses his arms. Gunnar the Peaceful is an unhinged maniac. He will get us all killed. Is that good enough? I shall never understand why you let him join. True, he's a monster on the field of battle, but that would be fine if you would count on his allegiance. If we could count on his allegiance, but his allegiance is to gold and silver, not to you. They swear on Odin, so holding that against him. What do you think of Ruskva? The witch makes me uneasy. I do not know what dark powers she consorts with, but she knows how to treat her wounds, so I see your wisdom in bringing her along. Do you and Aif get along? I don't know her well. I think she avoids me. I will say that her prowess continues to impress me. It is a great asset to have such an unamusing yet dangerous person in the herd. What about your feelings on Morkan? Why do we even keep him around? The monk belongs to the thralls. I agree, Aislif. I wish I could put him with the thralls. There, Aramis. It's always good to see you and the crew back from your voyage safe and sound. Skirin is much more lively pace than... Yes, let's see about repairing all this equipment. Select all. Repair all. Thank you. That was easy. Okay, I guess we got Aislif left to talk to. I'm not interested in really... I mean, we've already talked to Morkant. Oh, there's another training... Oh, no, that's Gunnar. Eve is over here. Who have we all talked to? We've talked to Morkan, Gunnar, Eve, Katil, Nefya, Islif, Ruskva. Okay, Eve is the last one. I can see why you care so much about this place. The trees are very green and the earth is soft and fertile. I do miss the mountains on my home, but I can see myself living here. Where'd you learn to fight? Grain trade makes you so dangerously. Yes, we've not seen this already. Tell me about your home. It's cold. What do you want me to say? I've also read this as well. You have a dog. My parents have a dog. One big slobbering mutt by the name of Cuthith. He's lovely. I'd like to know what you think about the rest of my herd. Alright. Who do you mean? Any thoughts on Nefya? She's got a lot to prove, right? We've asked that already. He smirks. His heel has a very big mouth. He should watch it better. Any thoughts on Islif? None that I should spare him polite company. He's quite the stick up his ass. What about Ruskva? She creeps me out. I saw her grinding up a bug for one of those pouch prices the other day. You and more can have a lot in common because we leave. Oh, we've asked her all these questions. Okay, I guess it's over. Back to doing what Vikings do. Yes, let us leave. I don't know what else there is left to do. I mean, we gotta keep an eye out for our father, but I haven't seen much of him. Quest-wise, we need to go to Perth, so let us go there. I guess we can raid the churches. Islif, Ruskva, Katil, Nefya, Eve. Wait, not Nefya, Gunnar.
On Orkney, I once prepared my crew to raid Perth. Then the Skull Cleaver showed up, promising an easier, wealthier target. I sometimes wonder what might have been.
So it's called Anorknia? Or Norknia? Sounds nothing. Orknia. He said Orknia. He didn't say the R. Ah, so it's Orknia. I've been saying it wrong this entire time. Okay, where is the man for this lady's favors quest? This is a man we'll most likely fight. Greric Mockcoyer. Oh, he takes us across the water, I do believe. No. He's a different guy. We need to get a ride to the island. I'll be happy to oblige. Let's go. There's another guy on the island. Oh, nope. They're just two different people that ride across. Okay, I'm sorry. Take me across. Two different people. A burly man stands in front of a small farmhouse, the mulch up to his elbows. His face is screwed up in concentration, all his attention focused on the attempted removal of a particularly gnarly root. One of the women of the farm whistles loudly to get his attention when she sees you entering. The man wipes sweat from his forehead, leaving a thick streak of earth behind. You're a dangerous looking bunch. What do you want? Do you know a woman called Kyre? The man's expression suddenly gains a hard edge. It's difficult to tell if he's merely suspicious or outright hostile. Aye, I know her. I'm told you have something that belongs to her. You're what? My replacement? You're fucking her. Not yet. Working on it, though. Man's face turns right as a beet, and he lunges with little warning. Right here, come here, you little shit. Okay, well, I'm gonna go to the archers first. And I'm not gonna kill anyone. Shot at him.
Was that me?
And I can do a charge over there. That's good. He's dead. And I will let him do his charge to finish him off. One turn, all we needed. Okay, I feel like this is too easy. I want to turn up the difficulty to max. Difficulty from hard to insane. Odin's horn. This severed horn of the aurochs has been engraved with beautiful interlocking patterns that remind you of your own faith. Can we not loot the others? Fine. Ah, there's a chest hidden there. Armor webbing. Oh shit, there's something that I forgot about. Crap, back to the boat. Eight hours left. Also, between the two videos, I bought more slaves with salvage. And salvage seems to be a very, well, we have a lot of it. Aknayar. Homestead armor complete. We don't seem to have any wood to upgrade again. Oh, it's locked. Is it because we don't have the wood? Why are they locked? Oh wait, they're locked because I'm not going down that route. Isla, Ruskva, Katia, Nefia, If. Gunner. I found something a few videos back when I was looking for Edis, and I didn't pick it up when I reloaded the save, so I'm going to pick it up now. There's a axe, I believe. I think it's an axe. That
This island is perfectly situated to muster an invading force. You chose well in coming here.
I think it's here. I think that's where the axe is. Hidden stash. You dig into the rocky soil and manage to unearth a chest, but your shovel breaks in the process. Shield launcher. And now we got another axe for him. Oh, don't tell me it's two-handed. No, it's not. I was about to say. A very bad two-handed axe if it is two-handed. Alright, now he's looking good. What about his skills? Yeah, he's good. He's doing fine. I still wish I knew where Aegis was. Anyways, let's turn this quest in, shall we? Oh, there's another boat. Orkneya. I'm gonna have to get used to pronouncing that name. Yeah, we're out of wood. That's the problem. We don't have the wood. So I will land here once again. So I have to pick. Need to buy wood. Someone here is selling
The people
wood.
who lived here had a reputation for stalwart endurance.
Oh, she's
It
gone.
was the first place the Vikings took.
That one lady is gone. Fine, let her be gone. I don't want her here anyways. Need wood from somewhere, though. Okay, let's go home. Go back to York. Didn't mean to say go home. Back to York. Man overboard! Turn the ship around. Okay, we take Gunner. Roskva, Katir, Elif. If. She's devoted. I don't think she'll betray just to how, like, satisfied she is. I wish I could just explain to her why we're doing this. I mean, we were obviously being taken advantage of.
The steebles of that temple speak to me. They whisper, "Here lie great riches. Take us if you dare!" Ha!
We already did. Oh wait, no, the other steeple, because we're not on the coast. It will happen soon enough, Gunner. It will happen soon enough. I promise. And you will be there for it. That I can promise as well. I brought your horn. You are so brave. I feared that brute for so long. I thought no one was capable of getting the horn back from him. Yet here it is. I'm so glad I put my faith in you. Kyre gently places her palm against your chest. You've confronted my champions and reclaimed the tokens of my love. I've been working on a new token for you, infused with all the powers of my love and devotion. Now that all my keepsakes have returned to me, I can finish it at last. While you wait, will you please join me for dinner? Since my husband passed, I have no one to cook for, and I dearly miss the company. I'd be honored to accept your hospitality. Kyre fixes you with a look that could make the most hardened warrior blush. Then she spins on her toes and opens the door for you. I'm worried. I'm worried! I'm a little suspicious. You drop your equipment at the door, Kyre leads you to the dinner table. You talk about trivial things while she prepares a meal. She serves dinner and she sits opposite of you, laughing and joking while you both eat. It's a fine meal, better than anything you've yet eaten in these lands. Kyre is clearly a skilled cook. When you're just about full, she leans close and fixes you with an interested look. You feel a distinct tug in your chest. Her beauty really is incomparable. You've told me almost nothing of your lands. What would you like to know? Well, who are you in that society? You've clearly a great and brave warrior. Do you serve a great king? I serve no one. I am a Thane, a powerful chieftain. I am Thane to King Sigurd Ring, who rules the realms. There is a king where we're from, I believe. A king of 3 realms. That must be a very powerful man indeed, and you must be greatly honored to serve him. And those who serve you, the warriors in your company, are you close? They would all give their lives for me. I would like to think they all would. I expect nothing less. It's easy to see why they would be so loyal to you. You're possessed of great strength. It's easy to see why they would be so loyal to you. You're possessed of great strength of personality. You naturally command respect. She reaches across the table and places her hand in yours. I knew as soon as I first saw you that you were someone special. You flatter me, Kyre, yet I feel undone in your presence. She releases a quivering sigh and her fingers unfurl to caress the back of your hand. Will you stay with me tonight, then? Will you grant me the gift of your company? I guess. How could any man refuse you? When was the last time we made love to a woman? I don't think we've ever made love to a woman, so this would be like Aramis's first time, I guess? It's hard to believe. Being a Viking, I thought like this would be maybe a... It lays with women all the time. That's all I like to think. So we're just gonna do that. Kyre takes your hand and leads you eagerly to her bed. I don't want to watch. Just black screen, please. A man needs a woman's company. The dowager certainly knows how to treat a man. She makes love as though she's possessed by Freya's spirit, with an intensity and an energy that drains you more than any battle. It's clear the girl is fascinated with your exotic nature. She whispers sweetly of your mysterious blue eyes and twirls your hair between her fingers. So when you speak your native tongue to her, she ravages you with even greater intensity. Damn. The evening passes quickly in the throes of petty passion. Eventually you fall asleep in each other's arms, safe and content like old lovers. You woke the next morning as Kyre gets up to wash and make breakfast. That was quite a night. Kyre giggles. Her voice is lighter now, less sultry, but more genuine. It certainly was. If I could hold you here forever, I might be tempted to, but one ought not to cage a wild animal. He bites her lip with a wink, and you certainly are wild. Once you've both cleaned up and had breakfast, Kyre fetches a gift from the back of her house. Here, this is for you. You receive Kyre's favor, talisman. Let this talisman always remind you of tonight. Thank you, Kyre. I'll keep this close to my heart. Shall I expect another to come for it in a few years? She flashes you an oddly dangerous-looking smile. I can't rule it out. Bio Gesund, my mysterious stranger. May fear guide you on your path. Interesting. Okay, what's this gift? Plus 5% extra attack chance. I will give this one to Gunnar. Oh, it's my father's talisman. Okay, well I will take it off and give this one to Gunnar. I need to know more about my father. I don't know what else to do. I guess I need to spend more time looking for him. That might have something to do with raiding all the cathedrals. But guys, that is all the time I have for this video. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you leave a comment and a like. And if you want to see more Expeditions Viking, make sure you click the subscribe button so you know when I upload the next video. Once again, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.